Hello, and welcome back to And Then What, the podcast where we dive into the impact of plastic on our world and ask the big question, and then what? What happens to all that plastic once we're done with it? Today, we're talking about something you've likely seen at the airport: luggage wrapped in layers of plastic. Have you ever looked at those bags or wrapping stations and thought, why do people do this? Or perhaps you're one of those people that do this. Well, today I'll unpack the history behind this practice, the waste it generates, and whether it actually protects your luggage from tampering or damage. So, how and when did this trend start? The most popular reason, in Australia at least, dates back to 2005 and the high profile case of Schapelle Corby, an Australian woman who was arrested in Bali for trying to smuggle a large amount of marijuana into Indonesia in her boogie board bag. The intense media coverage led many travelers to believe that wrapping their bags in plastic would prevent airport staff from tampering with their luggage. The fact is, some Australian airports were offering wrapping services prior to this incident. The customers wrapping their luggage prior to the Corby case were, however, mostly international visitors. But after the case made headlines, it gained popularity with Australian travellers. Fast forward to today, more than 20 years later, and the airports are still providing wrapping services. But why? One online commenter provided the following reasons. The wrapping service also includes a weighing service, so you'll know if your bags are overweight prior to check-in. It protects against damage, your case flying open, saves having to lock it, protects against scuffs and petty theft from baggage handlers. Now let's counter that argument. Number one, you should always weigh your luggage at home before you leave. There are inexpensive digital scales that can help you with this. Number two, there are other more environmentally friendly ways to secure and protect your luggage. We'll cover those in a bit, but let's talk about the security aspect first. Let's be realistic. If airport staff need to inspect your bag, they will. Plastic wrap won't stop customs agents or security personnel from opening your suitcase. It might indicate that someone tampered with your bag, but is it truly necessary? Think about it. The chances of a baggage handler sneaking a large amount of drugs of a high value into a random suitcase, hoping it gets to the right destination without delays or getting caught on any scanners along the way, then managing to retrieve the bag at the other end without getting caught, is pretty slim. But let's talk about the real problem here. How much waste is generated from unnecessarily wrapping bags in plastic? Plastic luggage wraps contribute to a growing amount of waste. In Australia, it's estimated that hundreds of thousands of bags of luggage are wrapped in plastic each year, with a shocking 2 million bags of luggage being wrapped in the United States. That plastic wrap is used once and then discarded. So what are the alternatives? If security is your concern, instead of wrapping your bag in plastic, opt for a reusable luggage glove that has TSA locks integrated into the design. If you want protection from dirt or scratches, luggage covers are also a great option. They're washable, durable, customizable, and unlike plastic wrap, you can use them over and over again. Lockable luggage straps are another good choice. They keep your suitcase secure, stopping it from flying open, and you can skip the added waste. Not to mention the added expense. I've included some links in the episode description where you can find different types of reusable luggage covers, straps, and scales. But before we continue, I want to introduce you to a brand I created to tackle the issue of plastic waste: Earth, using the original spelling of Earth, E-O-R-T-H. Earth is all about making plastic-free living easier, especially when you travel. From our lip balms, natural deodorants, and body balms, all packaged in compostable cardboard tubes, to our shampoo bars in reusable travel tins, we've got sustainable swaps that perfectly fit in your carry-on, no security issues, and no plastic waste. You'll also find facial cleansing powders, bamboo toothbrushes, and more, all designed to help you reduce waste without compromising convenience. Check out Earth at earth.shop and use the code ANDThenWhat for 10% off your first purchase. Earth, making plastic-free travel simple. Now that we've talked about the problem with wrapping your bags in plastic and some alternatives, let's address a bigger question. Who has the power to change this? We as travelers can take action by refusing plastic wrap and opting for reusable alternatives. If enough of us stop using it, the demand will drop. But it shouldn't always fall on the consumer. Airports need to step up. They should be phasing out plastic wrapping services and offering sustainable alternatives instead. Let me know what you think about luggage wraps. Should we be putting pressure on airports to end this unnecessary practice? Or are you in support of wrapping luggage? If you've enjoyed today's episode, please share it with your friends, leave a review, and subscribe so you don't miss future episodes. Let's keep asking the important question, and then what?